guys, here's my twist out tip video, and I was a little on the fence about posting one because you've seen so many twist outs. Chunky twist out on dry hair, twist out on blown out hair, wet twist out, twist and rod set. And I mean, so many twist outs. I was like, they're probably burned out on twist outs, but so many comments were coming in like, I can never get my twist out to look like that. And this is my defined twist out, and I use this as a base of so many of my styles. And so many of you were just saying, hey, you know, I've been in a natural game, but my twist outs never come out like that. And this is also helpful for those who are newly naturals or transitioning as well. So if you've perfected this, share some of your tips down below as well. If you haven't, share some of your aha moments from this video, like, hey, you know what, I wasn't doing that, maybe I'll start doing that. And also share this video with someone you know struggling with their twist outs or anything like that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed my tips. These are some things I had just been doing, and I just was like, you know what, maybe this will help someone. So I hope you enjoy these tips, guys. Start on damp hair, not soaking wet. Your hair is more fragile and prone to breakage when it's soaking wet. I've already added some leave-in conditioner and oil to my hair, and I, you know, just kind of did a few things around the house before I actually started the process, so my hair is more so damp and not soaking wet. Sections are so important. I try to make sure my sections will get me about like at least 3 to 4 twists, so I make sure I have workable sections that I can detangle with a detangling brush. Make sure you have a great detangling product on hand. I did a video a couple weeks ago talking about some of the products I use, so if you missed that, I'll post a link to it in the description box so that you can check it out after this video, because I talk about those things in greater detail. So I'm taking the detangling product and I'm finger detangling my hair first. So I'll go through that section and finger detangle first. So because I've done some great finger detangling already, using the detangling brush shouldn't be too harsh on my hair, and I'm going to start at the ends and just work my way on up to the roots. And I usually don't do a super detangling session like this, but I know I want to achieve a certain type of look, and with the defined twist out, I make sure I always detangle all the way up to the roots. Section that section off into smaller sections for your twist. The size does matter for a defined twist out. The smaller they are, the more defined your twist will be. I like to use Cantu Shea Butter's Twist and Lock Gel, but whatever product you use, just make sure you distribute it evenly throughout the section that you're going to twist. So detangling to the roots made this next tip easier, twisting at the roots. And I like to twist at the roots, and it keeps my hair nice and smooth at the roots. It lays down the way I want it to whenever it dries, and also those twisting at the roots and detangling at the roots is going to make picking my hair out a lot easier. Now my twisting technique is just something I automatically do, and that's just kind of smooth my hair and kind of detangle those sections as I'm twisting down even more, just making sure the product's in there and that there aren't any tangles or knots or anything like that. Just making sure I'm just smoothing the twist as I twist. Once I get to the end of my twist out, I leave a little bit of hair out and I add some product, a little bit more of the product, and then I just proceed to coil the ends. That gives my ends a nice, neat look whenever I take my twist out. Okay, now time for the takedown. We all know it's super important to make sure that our hair is completely dry. I usually only take the twist out the next day. I rarely do it the same day. And as you can see, look at what the coils did to my ends. My ends are nice and neat, and that is the result of coiling the ends with a little bit of extra product. So for the takedown, I section my hair into 2 loose sections, and I just pull from the section as I go, because I always end up leaving a random twist somewhere when I think I'm done taking my twist down. For a defined twist out, it's very important to unravel your hair starting at the very end and to go all the way up to the roots. Just be extra careful. I would move quicker if this was any other type of twist out, but I want to make sure none of the hairs crossed over to the other side of the twist and I don't cause any frizz when I'm unraveling. And if your hair was super coily on that particular twist at the end, make sure you unraveled starting going the opposite direction, and make sure you're not causing any knots at the end, because if you just decide to just start untwisting, you could actually cause a knot at the end of that twist. As far as separating and adding volume to your hair, I usually separate by just kind of rubbing my finger down a section that I've untwisted and seeing where it naturally wants to separate. And then I just continue to run my fingers down it until it separates on its own. Now, if that section does not want to separate, I move on to the next section, like with that particular twist. Now, that one decided it wanted to break away on its own, and I just gave it a little help. And I continue to do this all over my head. Some of the untwisted sections will separate, some of them won't. I won't force it because I don't want to cause any unnecessary frizz. So like I said, I just go through my hair and just find those areas where it does want to separate, because I don't want my hair to be too frizzy, because I am going for a defined twist out. And this is what my final look looks like. Now, because I like big hair, I usually pick it out, or like in the other video, I put it in a puff, or sometimes I'll roll it and do another style. So I hope these tips help. Share them to someone you know is struggling. Let me know what you do down below, and thanks guys for watching, and God bless.